Well, hello again. I'm Laura Corey, and this is Allison Olson. And Allison and I are both adoptive mothers. Allison also is an adoptee, and we are also both children's authors. And so today we're just going to be talking with Allison about her book and a little bit about what makes her book a little different from other books on the market.
Great. Yes, so my book is called Surrounded by Love, an Open Adoption Story, and it is for roughly ages 0 to 5 or 7. How it is different is that it focuses on open adoption. And so in the preparation for our daughter's birth and adoption, I did what any parent would do, right? So you get all of the things, right? To get the nursery ready, to get ready for the baby. And so I bought all of the highly recommended Where Did You Come From adoption books. I still had the two, by the way, from 1979 when I was born and adopted in 1980. For those that don't know, my adoption was domestic infant. And my daughter's is domestic infant. The only main difference is that my adoption was closed and her adoption is open, which is also why you'll hear me say in these different discussions, I consider myself an open adoption advocate. I'm very supportive of it just because of my situation being from a closed adoption. So in reading all of these books, and again, I'm not saying I bought every book, just all the like highly recommended kind of well-known adoption books. There were a couple of things that I noticed were missing. The biggest one being highlighting the beautiful relationship with the birth mom. So between the adoptive parents and the birth mom, I didn't see it. And as we talked in our last discussion, very rarely is the birth mom even illustrated, let alone a main character in the book. And then if she ever is, it's usually she's just discussed and the focus feels more negative, right? So it's focused on her struggle or the big decision that she made. And we're talking about young kids, right? We're talking about 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds that you're trying to read the story to. And these are big adult things that are very tough for them to fully understand. And so when I was looking through these books, and I know I've told you, Laura, a few times, but I never set out to be an author. I truly just wanted to buy this book and it didn't exist. And so my goal with it, in moving from being, one portion of the triad to now being two, I just had a whole new lens and I just could see so much love in our particular situation, that surrounded our daughter. And that was, our love in building up to and making the decision around adoption and waiting, and her birth mom's love for her and her love for her when she was pregnant, and the loving decision that she made. In addition to the extended family, the extended birth family and their love, and even to go so far as to say all of the other hopeful adoptive parents that would have given anything to love and raise her. So to me, when I look at her story and the story that I want her to grow up with so that she can feel confidence and self-esteem around being adopted, I want to set that solid foundation of you were loved, you were wanted before you were born. And so the book starts off with adoptive parents showing, that they wanted a baby for years. They wanted you specifically. And then the birth mom, it shows her every time it shows her pregnant, lovingly touching her belly. It even has the phrase, she loved you even when you were tiny in her belly. And these are just big phrases.
Sweet phrase.
Yeah, but they're just not, they're not often said to adoptees. And so that was the main focus. And then my illustrator also, she was just able to understand the complexities of adoption, there are obviously a lot of emotions that go into adoption, and her brother's adopted. So it was also part of why we decided to partner up. Besides, I loved her illustration and the way that she approaches her art. She added a subtle cue that I know I've mentioned before in our discussions, but each of the main characters has a color, right, that they wear. So the birth mom wears pink, the adoptive mom wears yellow, the adoptive dad wears blue. And you can see as the adoptee grows up in the book that she is wearing components of each of those to show the impact that each of them have on the rest of her life. And so that was the purpose. That's why I wanted to create this book. I know that it is not reflective of every single adoption situation, and that's not its purpose, right? It is to represent this specific situation with an open relationship where adoptive parents are in communication with the birth mom, and that they are building this beautiful cohesive relationship together, and with the child. So that's the purpose, and I'm really excited about it.
Yes. Well, and just to kind of remind everyone, Allison's book will be out, Surrounded by Love, an open adoption story, right? An open adoption story.
Yep.
And it will be out on October 18th, but
Yes.
they're still taking pre-sales. So I already ordered the book through her Kickstarter campaign, but then I have more people that I wanted to get. So I'm already on the pre-sale list. So anyone who's interested can grab a copy.
Yep. Go to Amazon.com and just search for it. Surrounded by Love. All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.